Make sure that you're not hoping other people assume what you need and provide it without you actually telling them what you need. Very, very important. A lot of the times, the people I end up working with are the caretakers. How many of you right now? Caretaker, right? Caretaker, right? So there are those of us out there who, either because of the way we were taught to be by our parents, or because of who we are naturally, or maybe both, are caretakers. We love to take care and protect people. You know, when I was 3 years old, I used to collect bugs so no one would step on them. I have always been that person who will do whatever I can to save whoever's in front of me. That's just been how I've been since I was little. I've always been giving. My grandmother, when she would give me money for my birthday, would make me promise not to spend it on my friends because I would always spend it on my friends. So some of us are just that way, right? And some people were taught that, you know, because of maybe situations growing up where they had to be more of a parent figure, that I'm the only one I can rely on instead of getting to be a kid, or maybe they only got attention when they did, you know, things that were caretaking or positive attention. So for whatever reason, there's many of us who become caretaker personalities, right? But one of the biggest problems with caretakers is they often are really good at intuiting what other people need and providing it, but they're really bad at asking for help when they need it. How many of you actually struggle with that, where you go, I'm the one everyone comes to for help. In fact, nobody even has to ask me because I will figure out what someone needs and provide it for them. But when I need help, it feels like nobody's there for me. But you also know you don't ask for it. So there's two things that I see happen in people who are caretaker personalities, especially people who are sick, maybe don't have good boundaries, aren't really good at taking care of themselves the way they take care of others. Is number one, because you are so good at intuiting other people's needs, you assume everybody else is equally good at intuiting your needs. And so you feel let down and unloved when people don't jump in and do things for you the way you would do them for them, or they don't know like they should know what you need, right? The reality is, if you are one of those people who's a great caretaker for everyone else and you never ask for everything, what you have taught people is that you don't need help. That's the actual truth. So you've been teaching people all along, don't think about my needs, I'll think about yours, and I got mine covered. And so oftentimes people don't even realize that those caregiver people in their life are suffering, because they just assume if you've got so much extra to give, you must have so much to yourself. When in reality is, a lot of people who are caregivers give everything they have to others, and then they collapse at the end of the day. And it's one of the reasons why I have so many caregiver types in my rapid recovery group, even right now, because they end up getting sick. The only thing that stops a caregiver from continuously giving of themselves is when they get too sick to do it. And then they come to me to be revived. Or I was just talking to someone in the group who literally could barely move and could barely exercise, who just got silver medal in a pickleball tournament. And we're like just in the third week of my rapid recovery group, right? And I was saying this is like I always say I'm in the resurrection business, because for a lot of folks, they don't come to me until they can't do anything anymore. And then boom, they come back to life between all the love I put into them and the nourishment that they put into themselves, and learning to put that love into themselves as well. So that's one thing, is that make sure that you're not hoping other people assume what you need and provide it without you actually telling them what you need. Very, very important. You've learned to be intuitive about what people need. People have learned from you that you don't need it. So make sure that you're asking. And the other is, oftentimes people who are really great caregivers feel guilty asking for others. Like they are somehow burdening others with their feelings or their needs. And I want you to check in on that, because if you love taking care of people, then you know it feels good. So give other people in your life a chance to feel as good as you get to feel when you take care of them. And there's lots of different ways to ask for help. You can ask friends, you can ask family, you can ask neighbors. Sometimes you need a neighbor who you know goes to Costco regularly and you're too tired or sick to go. Hey, can I give you $20 and you get me like some Power Greens or this and that, right? Sometimes people need help even with their caregiving duties. So you're a caregiver who's sick, but now you still have people to take care of, asking for help. Friends, family, neighbors, even local churches and mosques and temples, synagogues. Often we'll have volunteer programs. And you can call and say, hey, I'm someone who's a caregiver, but I'm sick. Are there volunteers who maybe could come and help me at the house? And you'll be surprised how much help is out there. And you don't need to feel bad, because those people who volunteer, the reason they volunteer is because it makes them feel good to help others. So let them feel good helping you. And then when you feel good again, you'll be able to give some of that extra goodness back and help other people who need you.